Hi, and welcome back to another speed renovation. Today we are in Evergreen Harbor, the world that came with the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. I wanted to move away from the city, and I wanted to check out these apartments because I've never really played here a whole lot, and I just wanted to see what they look like and see what I could do with them. So I originally started with the apartment next door. There's a vampire that lives there, so I started with the vampires pack, the base game, of course, and city living, and eco lifestyle. And I just could not get my creativity going. I could not figure out what to do with the place. That large hallway sort of deal that is just big enough for a couch and a TV and nothing really else that sits in front of the kitchen. I could not get I could not figure out what to do with it anyway. So I ended up switching over to this apartment after becoming frustrated with the other one. And again, here I did not really know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know what sort of theme I wanted or anything like that. I eventually picked out like these tans and like subtle browns, orangey kind of colors. And that's just about the only thing that I decided that I really wanted specifically for this apartment. Um, Over here where the TV is, I will eventually begin to kind of get my creativity flowing, I guess you could say, and I just start throwing down all kinds of decorations, like collectible sort of things, and that's kind of where this apartment went. Not intentionally, really. I of course I love to clutter. That is my favorite thing to do when building. Is clutter, clutter, clutter. So I really did enjoy this apartment once I got going and decided that I just wanted this place to be a very cluttered and eclectic sort of build. For my understanding, eclectic means kind of like a little bit of everything. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I understand. So that's where that kind of label for this apartment comes from. And like I said, I wasn't originally planning on doing anything of the sort. I did end up using the new Desert Luxe kit that you can get free right now. I think until the 18th or something. So there are a couple of items in there that I like. Not really a whole lot. I do like the flooring, and I do like there's a big like stove that comes with it, like fireplace. I do like that. And as you can see over here, you can see me struggling just to try to fill in this little area here, and it ends up looking totally different. And this is basically what I did the whole time was struggle until about the end when I was kind of going through and just adding little decor here and there. I will, in the screenshots, you will see things look a little bit different in a couple of different areas because I really wanted to. I invested so much time in this apartment already. I really wanted to just like make sure every little spot that could possibly be cluttered was cluttered. And this here is where I kind of got the idea going of just kind of a little bit of everything. And I did have to cut a lot of this video out because, of course, it took me a very long time to do this, much longer than I had anticipated. I feel like that's what I'm experiencing lately. I feel like if I do an apartment, it won't take me as long, but it ends up taking me just as long as kind of renovating a house. So yeah, over here I wanted to give them, whoever lives here, a few different colored chairs. I kind of feel like this person, maybe not, it's not that they don't have so much money, it's just that they really like a lot of different things. And they're very eccentric, I guess you could say. They don't really have a taste. They have a taste for everything, I guess. So I did move a sim in here only to like playtest things. I did not make this apartment around the personality of this sim. I don't honestly even know what this guy likes. He was just a random sim up in the bin, the gallery there. But yeah, so I'm getting into the clutter here. I think I took this TV and I sized it up a little bit with the tool mod, I believe, or maybe I just sized it up with the regular way, but I decided to make a music room, which you just saw me put some posters in. And again, these were just kind of things that were like coming out of nowhere. I found when we were in the kitchen, I found that their guitar picture, and that kind of set me in the direction of kind of like a music room. I never have seen that picture, and I really like it. I think it's pretty sweet. So I'm glad that I found it. And I have been trying to limit myself lately in my last couple of renovations to only using a few packs. And like I have said before, that makes it a little easier, but it also makes it a little more difficult in a way. So I really enjoyed here being able to use all the packs that I wanted to. I don't have a lot of the packs. My sister and I, over the years, have bought packs here or there, but we don't have nearly everything. So there is a lot more that I don't even know exists in The Sims 4, and that's a little bit overwhelming because it's hard enough for me as it is to find everything. But eventually, someday, we will. I would like to get some more of the packs, just for really the building stuff. I don't play The Sims 4. I used to play it. I just can't really. Since I've been playing The Sims 2 and 3 and 1, I can't get back into the gameplay of 4. The lacking kind of gameplay, the lackluster. My sister enjoys the gameplay. She also has many mods that she uses, so I just cannot get back into it. But I really do enjoy the building quite a bit. I will say, out of all the games, The Sims 4 does have the best kind of building tools and setup. So that is what I enjoy about The Sims 4. But anyway, now I'm just rambling. I took these shoes here and I put them in this on top of this like chest that I made or found, and then I just put some like little pieces of wood on there to kind of cover up that white spot, those white spots, kind of make it look a little bit more cohesive, I guess you could say. And then in here again, I was just like, I don't know what the hell to place. Nothing was matching, and that was bothering me. But I guess in the end, that's kind of what set me towards the kind of like eclectic sort of theme where nothing's matching at all. And that kind of made it so much easier for me once I decided that's what I wanted to do. I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be easy. Like, I don't have to worry about things matching. And it didn't take me as long to finish it as I thought it would. It was a lot of fun, though, I will say, doing all the decorating and the cluttering. And here later on, I had to move those clothes from underneath that dresser. I don't know why, but for some reason, you can't open the dresser if there's clothes under it. So I had to move those over by the door. And then here I'm just trying to I wanted to make something that kind of looked like a really long dresser, like attached to another sort of piece of furniture that matched it, but I couldn't find something that worked, and nothing was looking right. So I decided just to grab this like pedestal, I guess you could call it, for right here. So I kind of imagine that the sim that lives in this apartment is, of course, into music and into collecting things, but also maybe into a little bit of everything, kind of. You'll see that there's no really kind of theme to the decor. It's just kind of anything I thought looked nice together. So yeah, I like that little globe that I placed there. I did later on find another globe, but it was a little bit too big for that area, and I didn't feel like messing with it. So I do like how the bathroom turns out. I did not include a shower. There's only a tub. I probably could have had the room for that, but I decided to put the toilet over there by the door and kind of close it in with a little like privacy sort of wall. And again, at this point, I had kind of realized that I didn't have the mojo to make anything match, so I don't really know how well that shelf fits in with everything, but I guess you could call it eclectic if I'm even using the word right. But yeah, I thought this bathroom turned out nicely. I added a lot of clutter to the shelves that I'll be placing here soon. I added a few candles, plants, and of course a rubber ducky. Every bathroom needs a rubber ducky. And I also I did the little trick again where I take the little, the towel and I make it really small and then I put it kind of on the tub to make it look like soap. And you can use the tub fine, it doesn't do anything. I did play test everything. I'm made sure he could use the music station that's in the music room and that he could, cook and all that. So that's all good. I also discovered a new trick that I've actually not seen anybody do yet. Is I found this like coral something right there. It's the yellow square thing and it looks like a sponge. So I put it on the sink over there. I thought it looked pretty neat. And actually out in the kitchen, you won't see this on the video because I did this afterwards, but I took the sponge and I think I made it a little bit smaller for the kitchen and I brought it up a little bit. I think I did forget to do that for the bathroom though. So I apologize about that. It is kind of just sitting on the sink. It doesn't really look like it's a very big sponge, but can't remember everything, of course. But yeah, I found a mirror for this little area. I like this little green one. I guess the colors for the bathroom, you could say, were maybe like green and that like tannish color, but honestly, there's nothing here that matches or goes together probably very well, but I think it turns out nice. I'm actually more not impressed, but more proud of the editing that I did for this video than the actual apartment, how the apartment turned out. This took me way too long. I did this over a few different days, different times. So by the time I got to the editing, I didn't know what was coming next, so it made it harder for me to do the editing. But I think I did all right with cutting out all the sharp turns and things like that I could. But I think I am getting a little bit better at editing, and I really enjoy the editing just as much as I think I enjoy the actual creating of the content. So I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, this is the kitchen. Again, very cluttered. I get to just about the end of the kitchen and I realized I have no sink. I think I do that a lot. I don't know why, but so I do end up adding a sink in. You'll see here in a minute, but I just cluttered the crap out of this kitchen. I found every little thing that I thought would work nicely in this kitchen and I threw it in there somewhere. You can cook. There's only one open counter, I believe, but you can cook as long as you keep it clean. But yeah, I just added, like these oils. I think one of them is actually like some sort of beverage, alcoholic beverage, but I figured it was an oil or something. Maybe it could be a wine. I don't know. I added some tea, some coffee mugs. I usually always forget to add a microwave and a coffee pot, but for some reason I thought of both of those in this situation. I think the microwave the color of it goes perfectly with the kitchen. Kind of like the old cheapy kind of feeling appliance, just like the fridge, so I thought it looked nice. And then this picture with the lettering above the stove, I've never used that before. I just kind of thought it it matched with that room at least, maybe not the rest of the apartment, but. And then of course I'm just adding a little bit of spices over there on top of the microwave. And then here is the balcony, which apparently you cannot build on. So I had to look up how to do so, and you do that by using the tool mod. There's plenty of tutorials on YouTube on how to do that. But so I didn't decorate it very much because it was hard enough to get everything out there to begin with, but I did want to add a little bit of something to it. But we're getting pretty close to the end of the video now. I hope you enjoyed this build. Sorry it took me so long to get it out, but I struggled with it. I struggled with the inspiration on what to do, and I'm glad that I finally figured out that I wanted something very cluttered and unmatching, I guess you could say. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe and all that good stuff if that would tickle your fancy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.